come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. He's going to take a shot. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Here's Williams to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Moore with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. Out wide right, it's Moore. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. They give him the rock again on second and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Taking a shot. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
All over him immediately.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll go play action with Moore. Gonna take a shot. He holds it in and nobody's close. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Sells to fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oregon! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that. Williams fires quickly. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dante Moore. They're all over it. And they got it.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Moore to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Complete. and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Moore to throw. Looking for a deep man. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other.
He's loose on the left. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Moore. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Cashing it in on that drive.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Washington wants to go quickly.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Sets his feet. It's McMillan. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They go to the draw. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
More play action. Buying time to his right. On the move, he fires. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He's still on the move. A last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Nittany Lions in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for running room. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Second and long here.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Ducks will have it first and 10. Moore with the play fake. Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Hooks. Pulled to the ground. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, that field shrinks. You got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to. Let them make plays. Make it look like run. All the big boys on the field. Slip that tight end out. Find him. They'll do the rest.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll move the tight end. Moves the pocket. It's McMillan. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Wants to throw one first. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll go play action with Moore. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Out wide right, it's Bear. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking for an alley. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. It's a seam wide open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be pass, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 3rd and 7. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's McMillan. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Punt is on its way. He'll field it close to the 50. The pursuit.